This is a continuation of our previous video. We started discussing the fine structure of hydrogen, and in previous video we briefly discussed the possible correction in hydrogen Hamiltonian. One could be the fine structure, second one could be length shift and hyperfine structure. And we discussed the order of magnitude of these correction. In this video, we mainly discuss the relativistic correction, which is the first term in Hamiltonian, which is a kinetic energy term, 1 over 2 mv squared. You know this is the kinetic energy formula. If we write this expression in terms of momentum, the kinetic energy expression will look like this, p square over 2m. And we know that the momentum operator in quantum mechanics is equal to h cut over iota into delta. And if we use this value of momentum in this expression, the kinetic energy expression will be look like this. From our modern physics, we know that the relativistic kinetic energy is mc square into gamma minus 1. In this expression, gamma is the Lorentz factor and its value is 1 over uh, square root 1 minus p over c whole square. We will not discuss this expression in detail because this is the modern physics stuff and you have seen this in the modern physics course, and you know that the mc square is rest mass energy in this expression. Now our goal is to express t in terms of momentum. So we know that the momentum, relativistic momentum, is gamma into mv, and the expression of gamma is equal to 1 over square root 1 minus p over c whole square. And if we take square of the p, let's say I square a square p square, and m will be square, b will be square, and we will get rid of this square root. And now multiply by a whole expression with the whole equation with c square. So I multiply by with c square. Now add bo on both sides m square c power 4, and here as well m square and c power 4. This is the resulting expression of whole calculation. LCM of this expression will lead us to this expression. Now if you multiply term by term in the square bracket, the one term will be cancelled out with this term. This expression will reduce to this one. Here we have a kinetic energy T is equal to mc square over this and minus mc square. If I take mc square to the left and take square root, I show you in a moment. I T plus, I take this term to the left, so here will be plus m c square will equal to this term. Now take whole square of this will be the whole square, and here you will see that m square c power 4 or and down you will get rid of this square root, and now you can see that this whole term will be look like this. This whole discussion will lead us to uh, this expression, this expression. So this term equal to t plus mc square square. And if I take square root on both sides, square will be vanished, and here mc square is if I take mc square to the left, then I will be able to write kinetic energy in terms of momentum. Now the calculation is very simple. So this is our binomial expansion. I use this binomial expansion in my kinetic energy. Uh, I take common for m square c power 4 from the square root term, and one more common will lead us to this expression. Now I use this binomial expansion. Uh, Simple is that replace x with p over mc. So 1 plus p over mc square or 1 by 2, and here p over mc power 4, and minus 1 will be cancelled out with minus 1, and the resulting expression of kinetic energy totally in terms of momentum. You can see that here we have uh, kinetic energy in terms of momentum, and all the others are constants. C is constant and m constant. So if I multiply this mc square in brackets, all the terms in the brackets, you can see that p square 2m and minus p4 over 8m cube over c square, and so on. So in the classical limits, the non-relativistic limits in which momentum of particle is much smaller than mc, in this limit, uh, we all the higher order terms will be vanished, and the dominating term will be p4 over 8m cube c square. And this is the our previous result. It is simply kinetic energy which we have used earlier in the hydrogen. So over correcting Hamiltonian, the lower order relativistic correction will be this. So this is our perturbed Hamiltonian. In our next video, we will use this Hamiltonian and try to calculate the first order correction.